Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to your reading for the week of February 8th. This week, we're going to just jump right in here and take a look at your current energies. You have the world kind of wanting to pop out there, Gemini. I don't take pop outs, but it is interesting. This deck is not cooperating today, but we're going to just jump right in here, Gemini, and take a look at what's going on for you. We're going to look at your current energies with this main spread, and then we're going to clarify with the little tarot and see if there's any additional details coming in for you here. And damn, Gemini, this is really solid. This is a really good reading. I feel like saying the word solid as well. For some of you, I feel like there are too many doubts and like that a love situation is going to work out for you here, Gemini. And I feel like very clearly it is. So I feel like you need to like get out of this fantasy thinking or like worrying whether or not something is a fantasy or not. And I also feel like saying that you need to trust yourself as well. I said the same thing to Aquarius. Again, make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you this week. But if you have Aquarius in your chart, I would definitely watch that reading because, again, I feel like there's a very strong need to trust yourself. It's like you know the answer this week, but it's like you're doubting yourself about something. I keep getting doubts on this Eight of Swords. You start off with this card here. It says, every step count. There's an advantage in taking things slowly. Breathe deeply as you consider your options. So I feel, look, right here, Seven of Cups, considering your options. So I feel for a lot of you that you're kind of weighing your options at this time. I feel like in the past, in a relationship situation, there was a lot of considering of options. You have the Seven of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups here. This could have been with someone who you saw or see as like a knight in shining armor, but you know, there's no movement here. The Knight of Cups is normally looking into the cup. He's kind of looking into that cup. He's imagining what his future life would be like, but he's not crossing this river due to fear. The Seven of Cups is a card of confusion, you know, can be a card of fantasies, illusions, and I actually personally, I read the Seven of Cups as a very positive card. To me, it is a good card, but, you know, it can represent fantasies, illusions, trying to decide if something is real or not. For some of you, I feel this is very clearly a love situation that would have required adventure with the Page of Wands. This could have been, you know, this could be travel. You know, obviously we're dealing with COVID, so, you know, it could be something having to do with, you know, maybe you just can't see each other because of restrictions or whatever with the Page of Wands here. So I feel for some of you, this could be something long distance, or it's like something had to change. The Ace of Pentacles is an offer. Ace of Pentacles doesn't really represent a change, but it kind of does because it's like there's this portal right here. The other thing about the Ace of Pentacles is in between this portal down here, in between this gateway, this archway, there are mountains. And to me, the Ace of Pentacles is a very good card, but to me, the Ace of Pentacles can sometimes represent a new path. And it can be a little uncertain because there are mountains. It's like there's something you have to overcome. But not only that, it's still a very good card. And I always tell people, the tower, you know, in the tarot, the mountains represent obstacles, things that you have to overcome or climb. But, you know, where do you get the best views? At the top of a mountain. I feel this was like some sort of leveling up situation, but I feel like someone hesitated here in a relationship. And, you know, I feel like that caused some blockages. You have the Swan Spirit, says time for a deep dive. So I feel like somebody is diving deep in into why this happens. You have this Deer Spirit as well. It says bring a gentle touch. I would be kind to yourself here, Gemini. I feel that you have the Lovers, the Two of Cups, and the Five of Cups here. This could definitely represent some self-examination is popping into my head. The Lovers, I mean, the Two of Cups is you and your higher self. So, you know, as far as love is concerned, this is pretty positive, minus the Five of Cups. But this could also just be you kind of looking at yourself and asking, like, why did this happen? Here, it's like there was some sort of confusion or potentially something ended, I feel, in a love situation. And I feel like you're kind of looking at yourself, the Lovers. So some of you could be doing that. I would be kind to yourself here. For others, I feel like you're feeling stuck with this Five of Cups and the Eight of Swords here in this bottom row. It's like you see something as your true wish and dream come true with the Knight of Cups. Could be love. This could be something else as well, Gemini. Again, take the reading how it resonates. To me, I don't really do love readings, but, you know, this to me is obviously a love reading just based off the cards. I just do whatever comes up readings, right? But if you're not interested in love, take it how it resonates. This could be just some other dream, something you're trying to accomplish, a goal, a wish, a dream. And I feel like some of you are feeling stuck, but I feel like you need to turn around. Again, I always say Five of Cups is a card of sadness, regrets. I do feel like if this is a love situation, there is sadness. I feel like there are regrets, probably on both sides, two people here. And so I feel like there are regrets. It's like this was a situation where people were supposed to work together with that Three of Pentacles, I feel. I feel like something got in the way here if this is a love situation. Could be another person. We'll talk about that in a minute, but I feel it could also, I'm also getting the word temptation on the Lovers, so I'm wondering if someone was like tempted away from a love situation or something like that. But the Five of Cups says, you know, you need to turn around and see these cups, but you don't get just the two cups. You get the cups, you get the bridge and the castle here as well, Gemini. So I always say the Five of Cups is more than just two cups. You're also getting the bridge and the castle. And he's also crying because he feels like he can't get to that castle. So I feel like for some of you, this is saying you need to turn around and be grateful for something. I do feel like someone needs to make a move here as well. You have this To the Sea card. This can be a card of moving on, but it's also a card of like movement. And I was kind of getting that for you here, Gemini. Like if you're dealing with a long distance relationship or something, it's like there needs to be an adventure, Page of Wands, or there needs to be movement. That card is a number 7. To me, it's funny because in the tarot, if I have 2 7s in the tarot, that to me represents internal fears that don't exist. You do technically have 2 7s here, so I feel for some of you, it's kind of like someone's fears got the best of them. I feel like, you know, if this is a love situation, it's almost like the romance kind of got sucked away a little bit because I feel like there was too much delay. Like, you know, this is like one of those situations where it's like maybe someone was like waiting and waiting and waiting, and then I feel like it's like the romance almost died because of that. And by the way, I feel like if that's the case, you can fix this, Gemini. This is a situation that can be fixed if you desire to do that, but if not, obviously you have the Page of Wands, you'll probably move on to someone new. Very good love reading, like I said. But you have the Page of Wands, Three of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords here. It's like something needs to get started here. Three of Pentacles, it's like I almost feel like one side has done a lot of work here. Three of Pentacles. And again, I'm not picking sides here, Gemini, but I feel like someone has done a lot of work, has built something of quality. And I feel like somebody just has to accept it with that Three of Pentacles. The Eight of Swords is not realizing that you're stuck. I almost feel like you or your person doesn't realize that they're stuck where they are right now. So it's like someone is stuck in a situation. We're going to clarify this because it's not clear to me. I'm probably going to pull you an extra row, Gemini, at the end because it's not really clear to me like what is stuck or why is it stuck. This is a weird reading to me. You know, during Mercury retrograde, I always get these weird readings, and this is weird to me. And I'm not sure why this is stuck. But anyway, make sure to drop a like on this video. Really appreciate all the support, Gemini. But let's clarify this and see what is truly going on here. You have the Seven of Pentacles, 2 7s. You can't make this stuff up, Gemini. Like I said, 2 7s. Internal fears that don't exist. Somebody's fears got the best of them. I feel like someone was like, this could be a running away situation. Again, if you're dealing with an Aquarius, I would watch the Aquarius reading. It's like something took too long with that Seven of Pentacles. I feel like a very like snappy rush decision here. I do feel like someone in a love situation or in a connection decided that things were just not growing anymore with that Seven of Pentacles. And it's like someone chose to maybe walk away here with the Page of Wands. I feel like a general lack of clarity here, Gemini. Like someone is maybe asking, why did someone walk away? And so I feel like there's kind of like a lack of closure. And again, this is very similar to the Aquarius reading. So I would watch that if you're dealing with an Aquarius or if you have Aquarius in your chart. But I feel like there was like a lack of something here. And so someone, I feel, chose to change direction with that Seven of Pentacles. You have the Six of Wands here. A lot of success coming in for you here in the Nine of Wands. I'm wondering if someone gets a lot of attention. Some of you could be dealing with a person, or you could be the one that gets a lot of attention. So there could have been like some jealousy issues or something along those lines that happened. Even just intuitively, I feel that. The Nine of Wands to me is a card of boundaries, and the Nine of Wands, of course, a card of perseverance. But the Nine of Wands, when it comes up with the Six of Wands, to me, that is a combination for a lot of attention. To me, the Nine of Wands is a card of recognition and achievement. So I feel for some of you, you could have been dealing with a person, or you are that person that gets a lot of positive attention. And, you know, somebody could have gotten jealous here. I feel like somebody doesn't want to give up on this connection, though. So if you're dealing with a person from the past or something, like I would say they don't want to give up with that 9 of Wands. Somebody's willing to do the work. For the rest of you, damn, Gemini, I feel like this is a lot of success coming in for you as far as work is concerned. I feel like some of you could be, I always get this word of like presentation for you here, Gemini. I always get the word presentation in your readings. So I feel like some of you, it's like you're giving a presentation or something. I feel like there's a lot of success coming in for you there. Damn, Gemini. Ace of Pentacles twice. I like that. That's very good. The Lovers twice. This the High Priestess. Trust your intuition, Gemini. I'm laughing because whenever I get repeating cards like this, I always think it's like basically the universe saying, I meant what I said. You know, it's like the universe is just saying, I meant exactly everything that I already told you. So I feel that for some of you, it's like there's still a love offer between you and someone else from the past. You have no cards from the past here, but I just feel intuitively this could be a person from the past. Could be a fire sign. I'm getting fire mostly because of this Page of Wands. Could be a water sign as well with the Knight of Cups, but I feel like it could just be a person who has water in their chart. And it could be a Leo more specifically, but I feel that it's like someone is making an offer. Someone still sees this as having marriage potential. The Ace of Pentacles is a card of marriage. You know, to me, it's a card of a commitment. The Lovers, look at this. 2 of Cups, Lovers, 3 of Pentacles. Damn. That is like someone who wants to work on a team with you, someone who wants to build something of quality. I feel like you want the same thing. And again, even if you're moving towards new love, I feel like this is a great reading for new love. If you don't want someone from the past, like I say, by all means, don't go back to the past. I feel like this could definitely be a new person. Page wants. A page is a new person typically. So I feel like there's definitely like a new person. There could be a new person if you want new love. The Lovers is being at a crossroads, like having a choice to make. I do feel like for some of you, you could be trying to choose between 2 people or vice versa. It's like, I feel like someone is just like, they just aren't very abundant. And I feel like, look at, it's like no abundance, abundance. We could look at this as like the feminine and masculine and blah, 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 blah. But I don't think that's what this is saying. I feel like this is saying that if you're dealing with 2 people, or if you have a choice between 2 people, I feel like it's very obvious that like someone is very abundant and the other person is not. And again, I'm not talking about financially here. It could be, but I feel like this is more as a person, you know, like their personality, what they have to offer, everything like that. And again, I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about, you know, who they are. It's like someone is just a very abundant, healthy person, and the other one just isn't, plain and simple. So I feel like for some of you, it actually is a very easy choice. You have the 6 of Swords here. Moving forward, moving on. The Knight of Pentacles here and the 6 of Cups. There it is, right there, thinking about the past. I do feel like some of you could be going back to the past here. I feel like the only problem is too slow movement. I would be very careful of moving too slowly in a love situation, because it's almost like someone either gets bored or I feel like someone takes that as a lack of interest. This could be you, Gemini. So maybe if you're dealing with a person who's moving too slowly, maybe you need to say like, hey, like, let's make a decision. Let's make this happen or not. And that's kind of like the feeling I get from this reading. Is I feel like it's somebody or both people need to just be honest and make a decision, right? I feel like if you're dealing with another person, you just need to say like, either we're gonna make this happen or not. And I do feel like it needs to be that cut and dry, because it's like something is too slow. You know, you have this snail, you have this sea slug right here. And I feel like things are just too slow. Things are not moving fast enough. Or it's like I feel like someone in this connection feels like they've already spent enough time. And that's where the 7 of Pentacles comes in. It's like somebody has decided, they're like, just like, I've spent too much time on this. I'm moving on. But you go this way, you have the 7 of Pentacles Lovers with the 6 of Cups. It's like there's still a lot of love there. So I feel like this can be corrected. You have the 9 of Cups here. I just want to pull an extra row because I'm too nosy here. The deck is upside down. Ace of Swords, communication. If you're waiting for communication, I feel like there will be communication. There needs to be communication. 8 of Wands. Like I said, I feel like someone needs to open up and be honest about their desires in a connection. This is a very specific reading here, Gemini. A lot of spying, a lot of watching here, Gemini. And why? Community. Too many people. Remember what I was saying about people? Did I say that to you? Or was that Aquarius? I don't remember, Gemini. But I feel like you need to be careful of like who advice that you're taking. I feel like people could be confusing you or vice versa with this 7 of Cups here. It's like, you know, something is a wish fulfillment. You know something is a victory. You know something is quick success. for you. And again, this could be a person that you have your eye on. I feel like you just need to shoot your shot, make your move here, Gemini. Or it's like, again, I feel for others, it's like there needs to be a very important conversation here about like what you both want. So for some of you, I feel like you just need to open your mouth here, Gemini. You know, the Three of Wands, waiting for the perfect moment. There never will be a perfect moment, Gemini. So again, I would say the perfect moment is right now. 10 of Cups, this is your true, you know something is your true happiness. You know something is a victory, Gemini. And the Judgment card definitely could be someone from the past. There will be communication here, Gemini, whether it's you or them. It doesn't really matter, but there, I guarantee it, right? I do not guarantee any of my messages, and I could practically guarantee that somebody's going to open their mouth here, whether it's you or them. Might as well be you, so you might as well do it. But I feel for some of you, there's communication coming in from the past. This is going to make you very happy. 10 of Cups, fortune after difficulty. For a lot of you, I feel like this is a person. It's like you know that they're your true happiness. For others, I feel, again, this could be like work or business related, and it's like you know that there's something you want to do. And it's like I feel like you could be holding yourself back for some reason with that Knight of Pentacles. Although I don't hate this reading for career and finance, because you have the Ace of Pentacles twice, Three of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is working from point A to point B. It's like you have a goal in career and finance. It's like you're going to achieve it. So I feel like you're pretty much fine as far as career and finance are concerned. But I like this reading here. Something is coming out. It's like I wouldn't even call this a truth. I feel like, but I do feel like this is two people who are finally being honest with each other about their desires. And it's like once you do that, boom, victory. This is like a guaranteed victory for you here, Gemini. Damn. I love this. So thank you for watching, Gemini. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you this week. Feel free to like and subscribe as well. Really appreciate the support. But thank you, Gemini, and enjoy your week.